All right, guys, I'm not the best Infinity War player, but I'm not bad. Top 100 at this. So I'm just going to share a little secret here with this. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've definitely noticed that when you're playing, your first few fights are always your highest score. And then you can just keep fighting, and it just never seems to do as good. You're like, man, like I know I got like way higher like the first time, and you're like you keep doing it trying to because someone beats your score and you're trying to top that because you know you got a PR that's better than that, personal PB, personal best, PR, personal record, whatever. And so you're like, hey, I know that I can score higher than that because I've had before, but you just keep hitting, attack. Do you sure you want to spend 30 gems? And it's lower and lower and lower, and you're like, what the heck's going on, right? So I recently did a video on Cerberus, and it's the same with Infinity Wars, guys. What the deal is what you want to do is you want to, as soon as you start up the app, you're going to come into the game, and then you're going to go to your Infinity Wars. Bam, Infinity War, let's do it, right? Yeah. And then you're going to do your fight, okay? And more than likely, you have your form figured out that you're going to do. So this applies to all Infinity Wars. You have your form that does you the best. You know which one you use. That's the one that's got you your high, and that's the one you use, right? So with me, I just whenever I do Infinity Wars, if I can't remember my form, I just go back to my video. I look up God's Arrival on my YouTube channel, and boom, brings up my form, and that way I don't have to remember or have a screenshot or anything like that. I just go look at my video and see. Okay, and if you guys want to do that, check out my video. That's cool. If not, then some people do screenshots or whatever they do to remember their thing, or maybe they have a really good memory and they just know all their forms for that. Anyway, so test this out because this is pretty much guaranteed. For me, I've noticed it a long time. I just wasn't really able to put my finger on it, but a lot of other people are like, man, your first 3 fights are always the best, I'm like, eh. So yeah, I kind of noticed, yeah, it seems like those 3 are the best, and then you just keep doing it, trying to keep fighting. Man, I know I can do better, and you keep doing it, and I've done like hours of trying to, someone beat me up by a little bit, and I know I've had a better score than that, and I just keep trying to beat that, So, and it's frustrating because you're like, man, you just millions of points under. So don't do that. After every fight, just simply close out your app and then come back into the game, and then go to your fight. Boom. And I don't know what it is, but it seems to reset it so you're at your premium. It seems that first fight is always one of your highest scores, and not every single time, because I've played where 40 fights later it finally gives me a higher score, but generally it's like, man, my first fight, man, that was a really good fight, and then I try to top that and it doesn't. So just after every time, just cancel out and come back in, and it works a lot better. So this little secret, the secret's out now. I'm sharing this one with you guys. It's definitely been helpful for me, and I've noticed it, and I just wasn't able to put my finger on it for a while. Like, what's the deal? And now that I know, like last night, I was in a battle for the first place with a couple guys from some decent clans, and they got 1 billion, I got 1 billion, and then I was able to just cancel out and do that, and then I replay my form, and I got a higher number than that. So there's my prizes for that. So that is the deal, guys. Don't continue to just sit here in the game and just hit the replay. Are you sure you want to refight? Don't do that. Cancel out the app and then come back into the app, and it seems to like refresh it to your first fight status, where the first fight is generally like the one where you get the most damage. So get your best form in there, and then go to town and then just do that. And I can pretty much just, from my results, if everyone's the same as mine, I can guarantee you that you're going to score higher, more consistently that way than if you would just sit there and hit the attack button. Because like I said, I've done it for hours trying to beat somebody's score, and it's always like 30 million less, 30 million less. I'm like, come on, this is ridiculous. So there it is there, guys. It works. I'm telling you, try it out. It's gonna help you out. It's gonna get you that higher score much faster than if you just sit there and spending your coins on the same screen over and over and over. Quit out the game and come back in and do it, and it'll help you. So yep, that's it. I know I'm probably biting myself in the butt there, because now a lot of guys are gonna be able to just beat my score faster. But I'm here. This channel is here to help other people. Even if it hurts me, that's cool. So I'm just trying to help other people do better in the game and get some information out there, so I don't really have any secrets. None of my forms are secret. None of my attacks are secret. What I have is out there for all you guys to see, and hopefully it's helpful. So if you guys have any comments, any questions, concerns, if you have any ideas for a video, I've been slacking lately. I know a couple of you guys have asked some questions, and I try to be really diligent in answering those questions, but sometimes, life happens and I get far behind on stuff. So I do have an extra job on top of YouTube and family and things like that. So if I don't get to you, I apologize. I try to answer all comments and as soon as I can. So once again, I appreciate you guys' support out there. Yeah. I do appreciate the views, and you guys hanging out in the channels, and the comments are always entertaining. So thanks for watching this video, guys. Have a great day, and we'll see y'all next time.